Good morning. This is my first episode of it's going to be called Tea and Tell. I'm drinking my tea. I've been doing little live videos every morning for a while just to practice, just to get used to talking to the camera. And today I decided, now that I've got a whole 40 subscribers, so thank you for subscribing, everyone. Now that I've most of you subscribed from me doing things more like tea and baking and things like that. And so I'm going to try to do my best, even though this channel is called Multiple Curiosities, I'm going to do my best to try to keep it somewhat contained, somewhat, I don't know, on a similar subject. So even when I will be interviewing people over Zoom or whatever, we'll probably still try to keep it. We'll have a tea theme. I don't want to be like super twee about the tea and everything, but I need some sort of glue to tie everything together. So here we are. Um, this is not going to be a commercial, but I will be showing you stuff that I like. And maybe one day I will start adding in affiliate links, which would be great because then it'll allow me to keep doing the show and the channel. But I don't want it to feel like a commercial. So if it does, I don't know. I'll try to keep it brief or whatever. But sometimes people are curious about what I have and what I'll be showing, I would imagine. So today I'm drinking this berries tea. It's an Irish breakfast sort of builder's tea that I get from this little Ireland store that's nearby our house, and I'm drinking out of this cup where the place where I buy most of my cups, most of my teacups are all from Home Goods. So as long as you don't mind having mismatched cups, it's a great place to go. And I like having mismatched cups. Anyway, today I thought I would just very quickly and very briefly do something for our little tea and tell, or our show and tell. I'm going to show you these little quail eggs. These are very special. Okay. And the little container for them is quite a challenge to open. So, I mean, look at these. These are absolutely incredible. Look at that. Apparently, these are much more delicate than hen's eggs. I'm going to see if I can hold it up and see if it'll get a really good focus on that. No, it's still focusing on me. Come on. Come on, phone. There. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so excited. I've never had quail's eggs before. No, like maybe in a fancy restaurant. Maybe I've eaten one, but I've never actually seen one or worked with one or anything. So I'm so excited about this. And my husband actually got them from a woman at work. She raises quails and has quail eggs. And quails, what was that? Oh, that's important. Quails are actually my favorite bird. I'm going to have to find out more about quails because I know they like to fly. They are a flying bird. I don't know. So I don't know if you have quail's eggs, do you have to contain the quails too much? I'm not quite sure how that works. And do you have to clip their wings? And what is the life of a quail who gives eggs her whole life? So I'm not sure. I'm going to have to find out about that. I just watched The Biggest Little Farm. I was afraid to watch The Biggest Little Farm because it had like the the trailer showed, like, snakes and worms and snails, and I was like, that's not really for me." But my life coach, Brooke, she told me that I needed to watch it because I've been talking a lot about regenerative farming because I saw the movie Kiss the Ground a while ago, and it just came back on it was on Netflix, then it went away, and then it came back, and now it's on Prime, but with not just Kiss the Ground, now it also has Common Ground, and the movies are a little on the melodramatic and, um, what do I wanna say? They're a little, they're I don't wanna say propaganda. It's like the word what is I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but it's a little, um, it's a little biased, maybe? No, but anyway, hard to say, hard to put my finger on what it is about it to convey it to you, but watch it anyway. Even I don't care if you are on the right side or the left side. It seems very left swinging. But at the end of the day, I think everyone can come together and realize that the message that they're saying is really it's hopeful and it's like fiscally it I don't want to get into anything like political, but it's just it's a brilliant show about basically how to save the planet, and regenerative farming is just so exciting to me as something that we can all start looking for and, you know, demand like not demanding, but like encouraging people who've like encouraging farmers. That sounds like I'm trying to be like some sort of an activist or something. But basically, so when I buy eggs, if there's anything I can buy that's out there in the world that comes from a regenerative farm, I tried to seek that kind of farming out and purchase from them. So, how's that? So, anyway, back to the quail eggs. I'm not sure how they're raised or how happy the quails are. So, this is pending. I just know that their eggs are beautiful. I love quail and we have them in our backyard. See that tree that you can kind of see? There's a whole bunch of quail back there, and I love them. And they're so cute and funny. The but I am, you know, I'm I'm skeptical about quail eggs and like what is necessary to get them and how happy the quails are. Let's look at that one more time cuz look. Yay. It's another one. So cool. All right. Also, apparently cracking them is a little tricky. So what you're supposed to do is use these quail egg scissors. And see that little point? You basically cut the top off of the egg like that. And that's supposed to give a cleaner cut so that you can cut them and put them into a bowl or whatever. I I'm not actually sure if I'm going to end up using these cuz these seem exciting for me to make them hard boiled or soft boiled or do something like that. Anyway, I wanted to show you those cuz I think they're absolutely beautiful. But we're going to yeah, but I'm not sure, you know, I'm curious to know how happy the chickens are. And okay, so I don't want that to get dark anyway, but what else can I show you? So in the past, when I've been doing these morning tea rituals with you, I've been talking about like oracle cards and things like that. Today, I think I'm gonna just keep it more tea focused, more food focused, and I'm going to talk about regenerative farming as much as I can and as I learn more and more about it. So, definitely I definitely recommend watching The Biggest Little Farm, Common Ground, and Kiss the Ground. Those 2, Common Ground and Kiss the Ground, are on Prime, and then The Biggest Little Farm is currently on HBO Max. I'm gonna call it HBO probably till I die because what Max? I don't know. It seems like a Google problem. Like, before, if you Googled HBO, you'd go right to HBO. Now if you Google Max, who knows what you're gonna get? Because lots of people use the word Max for all sorts of things. It's the beginning of many words. So, they did not consult me when they changed the name. All right, everyone. I think that this is about good. I hope you will come and join me for tea one of these days and we can enjoy another Tea and Tell episode. Please put in the comments what you'd like me to talk about because otherwise I kind of feel like I'm the girl's friend in The Princess Diaries. What's her friend? Oh, her friend Lily, who's over at her little public cable TV station, and she's trying to do a cable show because she's waiting for Mia to come and be on her show. And Mia has forgotten. And so she's just sitting there looking at dead air, talking to space and just trying to come up with things to talk about. I would love to have an open conversation. So it's not just me talking about me and what I like. I'd love to hear what you like. So come on over and I will definitely have a schedule for these shows and talks soon. I think as of right now, I think actually this weekend, let's make it every morning at it's going to be every morning at 8 Pacific. All right, I've said it. Now I have to do it. So tomorrow morning, I will see you at 8 o'clock Pacific time. That's 9 o'clock Mountain time, 10 o'clock Central, and 11 o'clock Massachusetts time, East Coast time. I'm from Massachusetts. So, and how cool is that for the East Coast people? It'll actually be like 11sies. So, bring your teacups, your fanciest teacups. I'd love to have you on the show. And then you can put in the chat and in the comments, and we can have a lively discussion. I don't know how I will bring anyone on the show. Not sure quite how to do that with this live feature. We might have to move to something like OPS or is that what it's called? I don't know. One of those live streaming services so that you can bring in people. I might actually do it so that, we could have the webcam doing this and then we could also be live on Instagram and then you could come on Instagram, but then I don't know how that would switch over. Anyway, I have no idea. We are going to see and we're going to learn about this together. So thank you so much for joining me today and I will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific time. And then because it's 11 o'clock somewhere, which is the East Coast. And I'm excited about that. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I think you're amazing. And can't wait to talk to you soon.